Hi, in this video you will learn how to quickly create a Spring MVC project from Maven archetype in a command line. With me, Nam Amin from code java.net. So by creating a Spring MVC project using a Maven archetype, you can save a lot of time in creating a Spring MVC project, avoid writing boilerplate configuration code. So before following this video, make sure that you have Java development kit installed on the computer, Eclipse IDE, Maven, and Apache Tomcat server. So to quickly create a Spring MVC project using a Maven archetype, you run the Maven command with the row generate archetype, and then we specify archetype information like group ID is entire artifact ID is Spring MVC archetype and version 1.0.2, and after the project what generated, import it into Eclipse IDE. Now let me show you how to quickly create a Spring MVC project from a Maven archetype in command line. So I open command prompt in Windows. This is a command prompt Windows on Windows, and now I change the current directory to my project directory, Java frameworks Spring. And now let's type the command mvn archetype generate, and specify the archetype group ID. Group ID is entire, and archetype artifact ID is Spring MVC archetype, and archetype version is 1.0.2. Hit enter, and you see Maven is running, generating project in interactive mode. And here we define a value for the group ID for the project, net.code.java, and artifact ID is my Spring MVC version 1.0. Specify the package name is net.code.java, and confirm the information: group ID, artifact ID, version, and package. Yes, and you see the build success. The project build success. That means the project has been generated, and you can see project created from archetype in a directory, in this directory. Yeah. And let me open this directory in Windows Explorer. Paste here, and you see this is a generated project. The project is generated by Maven. this here Eclipse project. So I open my Eclipse IDE here and go to the menu file to import the project. Import and select existing project into workspace. Next, paste the path here, hit enter. You can see there's a project here. Finished. And we got the Spring MVC project imported into the workspace. Open the project view and you can see the pom.xml file is a Maven's project file, and you can see it uses all versions of Java. You can see Java 1.6, all version of Spring 3, and it still uses the CG library. And the dependencies for Spring Context, Spring Web MVC, Spring ORM, and Sublit API, JSP API. And in the project, you can see it generated the MVC configuration class to configure Spring MVC view resolver. You can see here. And the resource handler for static resources like CSS files, JavaScript files, and you can see it also generated a home controller class that contains the test method that map to the context root of the application. And in the web directory, you can see it generated a standard structure, the resource directory to put static files here, and web.inf directory views. And you can see this is a web deployment descriptor file also generated and configured for the Spring MVC dispatcher sublet. You can see. So a lot of configuration is generated, so you don't have to write boilerplate code. And open the home.csv file. You can see this here simple HTML file. Now we can run this Spring MVC project right away on the Tomcat server. Right click on Tomcat here and add and remove, and choose my Spring MVC. Add, finish. And you can notice that the name, actual name of the project of the application is Zen's project here. So if you want to, if we start this server, start this server. Okay, you can see the server is up and running without any problems. And you can see it listening on port HTTP 80. So this time it will. Okay, let me open my Chrome browser. Okay, and try to access our Spring MVC application. My Spring MVC, and we got the HTTP status 404 error because the actual name of context name of the application is Zen's project here. So here I type Zen's project, and you can see the hello world message appears. That is exactly the content of the home.csv paste here. And now let me show you how to change the name of the web application deploy name. So stop the server first and go to the project directory here, dot settings directory, and open this file and with dot component here. So edit with notepad or any text editor. Here we go. And you can see the deploy name is Zen project here. So we replace this name with our expected name. So replace edit. So replace, yeah, replace with my Spring MVC and replace all. Okay, close and save. Okay. Now in the Eclipse IDE, delete this project and add it again to Tomcat. Yeah. I think we need to clean project, clean Tomcat work directory. It is still Zen's project. Okay. Let's check our project again. My Spring MVC. This file. Okay, it is all my Spring MVC. And add and remove project again. Finish. I think we need to refresh the project. Refresh. Delete the project on Tomcat and deploy again. And remove. Finish. And start. Okay, the server is up and running, and now let's test again. This should has. Oh, it is still Zen's project. That means our rename doesn't work. I think we need to update the project, update Maven for the project. Project clean. Okay. And Maven. Update project. Okay. Delete the project and add again. Okay, now you can see the name is only the Spring MVC. Now start the server. Okay, it is up and running. And if we refresh this URL, it should give this error. Now we can use our desired name, my Spring MVC, and you can see hello world. So that you will learn how to quickly create a Spring MVC project using a Maven archetype by running the command mvn generate archetype and use this archetype information in the command line. And you can see here, run this command mvn archetype generate and specify the archetype group ID is code not entire artifact ID version, and then you specify the information for the project. Yeah, group ID, artifact ID, package version, and then Maven will generate the project, and after that you import the project into Eclipse IDE. Thank you for watching. I am Namaming from CodeJava.net. Subscribe to my channel to get more updates for Java programming.